BTMreview.com here with a commentary of one of the greatest comedies of all time. Not really, but it's amazing at the same time.
Fuck you. It's amazing.
Zach seems to disagree. No, it's amazing. And it's one of those movies where the sequel is every bit as good as the first one. You know, I mean, you could split hairs here and there, but, you know, it's like a Home Alone 2 type of thing. People can complain about the second one all they want, but they're pretty enjoyable at the same time.
Those people are fucking dumb.
It's like the same fucking movie. It's like in a movie like Problem Child 2, probably 2, and then in Home Alone 2 as well. It's like the same blueprint. They just make it bigger. It's got sequelitis, where it's like, hey, we got to take the same formula that worked the first movie, and we just got to make it bigger. No more does he have a house. We're going to give him all of New York City. You know, and then we're going to give this big, he's like, and you know, and the traps are going to be more death defying. We're not just going to set Harry's hair on fire. We're going to fucking blow his head up in the bathroom.
We're going to drop a fucking brick on his head.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's going to live.
We're not going to just like drop an iron from 10 feet on Marv's head. We're going to throw fucking bricks at it from a building top. You know, everything was just like bigger. You know, same thing. It's like, same thing. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. We're going to electrocute him. Isn't it funny how now people think we're probably doing Home Alone 2? Because we haven't even mentioned that we're doing Problem Child. So sorry. Psych.
Have we not?
No, it's like we started talking about one of those great movies where the sequel's better, and then we stared talking about
Fuck. We're so unprofessional, man.
Psych. It's we're doing Problem Child. And Problem Child's great. Like I said, it's tough. It's coming down to splitting hairs on which one's better. The first one's a classic. I will say that the second one probably has the scene out of both the movies that makes me laugh the hardest, you know,
the crazy dance.
Yeah, it fucking, I die laughing. It's just so,
they're fucking throwing up on each other.
It is so ridiculous. It's
that shot where fucking Murph just
takes it.
That's amazing.
It's just the most ridiculous thing in the world. But other than that, the first one's pretty amazing. We're gonna watch it. You know, they made a couple of sequels here, Junior in Love, and I think there's a part 4 too.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Don't waste your time.
I never seen part 3 until just a couple of days ago, but I never even heard of a part 4.
I don't quote me. I thought there was, but you would never know. But let's get right into it. So this is a rip from the DVD out of Zach's personal collection. I don't think
the double feature version.
I don't think
DVD.
I don't think this is on Blu-ray, is it?
No, but yeah, you can buy a fucking widescreen 1080p versions of it on Vudu, which I got the first one.
Isn't it weird though how isn't it weird how these movies aren't on Blu-ray? It just kills me. There's got to be somebody that's sitting on the distribution rights. But anyway, so how does this work? So we're gonna push play, and then is it like a second, then Universal pops up?
Yep.
Okay, like a second. All right, so if you got the DVD, that's how we're going to follow along. We're going to do the 3, 2, 1 countdown, the 3, 2, 1 go. Do you want me to do it in my junior voice?
If you want.
3, 2, 1, go! I'm at play. Whatever. Sounds like fucking Mickey Mouse, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Whatever he's going to change for
it starts out just like fucking Child's Play 2.
Does.
Both movies had the word child in it. Mind blown.
Redheaded.
Illuminati exposed.
This movie's ridiculous. It's got a couple heartfelt moments in it, though.
Oh, dude, I can see my house from there.
You adopted the devil!
Yeah, I didn't even realize this until I just took these out to rip them, put them in here for us to watch, but it's not even widescreen.
No, it looks like shit. Way to go. Way to fucking go, man. No,
it's not my fault. It's whoever put out the DVD.
Was it widescreen on the DVD?
Nope. No widescreen on there.
Does it have these like letterboxes on the side when you watch it on DVD or no?
Whatever you watch on a widescreen TV, yeah.
Oh, really? That sucks. You know what movie? You know the only movie in my collection that does that, where you'd be shocked that actually does that. I have the 3D Blu-ray of A Nightmare Before Christmas, and it has those. It's not widescreen. It has those annoying ass letterboxes on the side, and I never watch it because of that. And the thing is if you watch it on Netflix, it's widescreen.
It's a 3D Blu-ray. Why would they do that?
It's bullshit. It's the 3 disc.
Did they originally shoot it in just a square aspect ratio?
I don't know. It's an old ass movie, but it's still.
I know the original Evil Dead is just a square because that's how they shot it originally.
But I have the Blu-ray and it's not.
Yeah, they did make a matted like widescreen version. You're technically losing some of the picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember there was a big controversy whenever Back to the Future, the first fucking collection of that came out, the box set.
Yeah.
Because part 2 and 3 weren't actually widescreen versions; they were matted to look like widescreen, and it was the full screen version. And then they actually like it was like a mistake or something, and they actually like redid those 2 discs and gave it to everybody that bought the original.
I wonder if there's any of those shitty ones still out there in circulation at some stores, or if they recalled them.
Yeah, probably.
Well, they've re-released the box set now. They got a new one.
Yeah, I got the Blu-ray now.
Well, they've got
they've
got another one though. They've got like it's the Back to the Future: The Complete Adventure, and it
some of the whole series of the cartoon also.
Yeah, dude, for the price hike, is it really worth it, man? Is there some really cool? Because you can get.
I've never seen the cartoon.
It's shitty. It's exactly how you think. I mean,
does it have the actual actors doing the voices?
No, Doc Brown does. Christopher Lloyd does, and Christopher Lloyd hosts it, kind of like the Crypt Keeper. Yeah, he's like he has a live action segment before the episodes, and he kind of introduces the episode. It's really Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd.
There's actually a cartoon series of this too.
Yeah, I remember. I used to watch it. You know, when I take it back, I don't think Christopher Lloyd did the Doc Brown and the actual cartoon segments. He just did the intros, and stuff. But it's not that good, man. Just watch them on YouTube. Like they charge.
It's like how the Reeves and fucking Alex Winter, they did the voices on fucking Bill and Ted cartoon.
Did they?
Yeah, the first season.
What?
Only the first season. I think Carlin did too.
I thought George Carlin was the only one. I was watching the first season and I would have noticed that.
Yeah, it's all of them.
What?
I think George Carlin didn't do the first episode, the pilot, but he is throughout the rest of this first season. You know what's funny?
Is the pilot the one where they go back to fucking China?
Yeah. I actually fucking got Hulu just to watch that. I watched one episode and they took it off.
Oh, it's already off?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was bummed.
I watched the pilot. I did not notice. That was really the Reeves and Winters?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they fucking phone in those performances?
I don't know.
Because they sounded like cartoon actors.
Hank, Henri.
Yasmine Bleeth. Do you think she's kind of hot?
Yeah, she's cute.
I always thought she was like. You don't really see it like in that, but when she like lets her hair down and all that stuff, I
think she's cute there.
Well, she was really. I don't like that fucking old early '90s. Put your hair up in a beehive. Bun.
Hey,
what?
Fuck you! And your pink thing is brown. She's actually the girl in the second movie too, which I didn't notice.
Oh yeah, she's the school nurse. Yeah. You never noticed that?
Nope.
Like never?
Never. Not till I think you guys actually said it in your video, and I was like, oh shit, that is her.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know.
But she she was really attractive. I mean, I haven't seen her in years. The last time I saw her was when John Ritter died. And she was like on TV or whatever. And she was really hot older woman. Like she looked basically the same, and I thought she looked better. Really full figured, like, voluptuous and, Jessica Rabbit like look to her. Yeah, rest in peace.
I'm not bad.
I was saying rest in peace, John Ritter, and I said it like Mike Tyson. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, John.
Dude, John Ritter's awesome. I remember I fucking cried when he died, dude.
It was sad, man. He was literally he was literally TV royalty,
I loved Three's Company when it was on fucking Nick at Night. I have like the first 3 or 4
You really like
seasons.
Three's Company that much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch it all the time.
I couldn't get into it super hardcore, but no, it's like he was one of those guys. He was TV royalty, and there's only so many people I think are like royalty. Anybody that's had multiple, like more than one hit sitcom for like a long time, I think is TV royalty. Ted Danson, I think, is TV royalty, right? I think Kelsey Grammer is TV royalty. Bob Newhart is TV royalty, and obviously, Lucille Ball, Jr. All the best movies have an orphanage.
That fucking shit they give him to eat. What is that?
A big pile of raw spinach. Yum. What's that guy eating?
Dude, come on, just eat your lunch, man. It's bad news already.
Look at that glob of shit. That looks so gross.
His fucking laugh.
Yeah, it's so forced. I know.
That chick's mole. She needs to get that checked out. How's my mole?
Fine.
I don't believe it. Thank you, Lord. His smile.
It's so ridiculous. She should have been more like the nun in Silent Night, Deadly Night, and went and spanked his bare ass with a ruler.
She should have done what the bad guy did in Three Ninjas. Like, thank you, Lord.
And he,
in her mouth.
It's so stupid. It's just one of those stupid plot devices. I wonder if these jelly beans will come in handy later. I'd like to do Three Ninjas. Dude, belly out.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in forever. Where is Fester? Not the stomach. It's like during that era when they were really capitalizing on the popularity of Home Alone and Ninja Turtles,
Yeah,
it
said that right on the box.
Did it really?
Like Home Alone and Ninja Turtles.
Did it really?
Yeah.
God, man. It's that on the nose, isn't it?
Fucking Kramer, dude. I'm not a bad guy.
I used to have this movie, gosh, it's so long forgotten, but they had this early 90s dog movie called Bingo. You haven't ever seen it, have you?
Oh, I love that movie, dude.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, it was it was mocking those kind of movies.
I never actually watched it because I was so turned off by the box because we had the VHS. Don't ask me how he got it.
He had glasses on.
He had the sunglasses. It was very 90s, like a yellow background, hip sunglasses, his tongue out. And it said, he's like a canine Macaulay Culkin. That was what it said on the fucking box. I'm like...
Yeah, it's I never knew it as a kid, but it's basically like lampooning those kind of movies,
Beethoven.
A kid and his dog, and it's fun.
Was there anybody in it that I would know? I just never watched it. Never bothered.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it in so long.
Kind of like when you watch Honey, I Blew Up the Baby. It's got Kerry Russell in it. Like, oh, yeah.
Bill Moseley.
Yeah, Bill Moseley in one scene. No nap.
I always thought that was funny when he's like, what a good-looking guy. He wants to fuck Kramer,
what a
dude.
good-looking guy. I know. What kid says that? Well, that guy's fucking good-looking.
Just a reason for him to put on a fucking bow tie, too. And where'd he get it?
I get it, man.
Oh, yeah, off the doll. Yeah, that's right.
He's looking for an influence, and he found one. He needs someone to look
up
to.
Remember whenever they used to make dolls where you could take articles of clothing off and wear them yourself?
Did you fucking wear your doll's clothes, man? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was making a joke. Because usually it's sewn to their body or something. Big Ben's great. He's actually in the third one, too. He comes back.
Big Ben's a great character. Of course I do. I love you. In the second movie. He's such a sweet
I love you. This fucking kid.
He's such a good dad.
Yeah.
Dennis Dugan.
That's the director.
Yeah, it's Dennis Dugan.
Yeah.
Phrase right, Mr. Gilmore.
Can you think? Yeah, he did a bunch of comedies. The only one that I would ever hold up to the same standard as this movie is fucking Saving Silverman.
Oh, come on, Happy Gilmore's great.
Well, those go without saying. Those are fucking just part of our pop culture.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about ones that are unknown. Saving Silverman's probably my favorite.
because you want to blow Tom Green.
He's not in Saving Silver.
I'm thinking Stealing Harvard.
Yeah.
Always
Stealing Harvard's good too, dude.
Saving Silver was one where Jack Black married his fucking coach or whatever.
Yeah.
Arlie Ermy.
Sucking dick. God. Yeah. You got to watch the rated R version, though. That's the only way to
go. Big Ben. He was also in Dirty Work. Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, he was in an episode of fucking The Twilight Zone where he had a full head of hair and shit. It's weird.
And you could recognize him all those years?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like on a fucking... It takes place in a future where the prisons are overpopulated, so they just put fucking prisoners on their own little planet.
Uh-huh.
Like and he's on like a desert island and he's fucking going crazy, so they make a chick robot to keep him company, and he ends up falling in love with it.
That's weird, man. An alien prison colony, prison colony. Yeah, it's like Alien 3.
Yeah, Alien 3.
There's no robots in that, though. Oh, was there a droid in Alien 3? There's usually a robot.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, man. Look at those fucking dishes, man. How did those pots get that bad? It looks like they were all used as diarrhea buckets. Like they were literally shitting in those pots.
Well, you gotta chisel that shit off.
That's ridiculous, man. Why would they be why would the kitchen help stack all those pots that high that could literally like squash that little kid? Look at that on her fucking head.
I bet he wanted in a pot.
You know what movie I really want to do? I know it comes out of left field, but it's a movie that always kind of reminded me of like a Twilight Zone kind of weird. I really, really want to do Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
I love that movie. And I think it seems like it's gained a little bit of a cult following in the last 5 years. You know, I don't know. You see those shirts pop up sometimes, and you know, it's had a Blu-ray release, but I think it's great. Have you watched it recently?
Not in a long time.
Man, I remember watching that remember watching that movie when I was like 4 years old. I've been watching that movie my whole life, and you know, I have the Blu-ray and I've watched it a few times since owning it, and it really holds up. And it's not scary at all. It's just hilarious. The movie is hilarious. It's really good. And the effects, the costumes, they're creepy as shit.
Chiodo Brothers are great. They also did the fucking Critters.
Critters would be fun.
Movie.
Dude, that's a series I've not seen since I was a kid. You know, back when I was growing up, the USA Network played those movies all the time, right? And the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah. They play 1 through 4 or whatever.
Monster Vision and stuff.
Yeah. So it's like, and now nobody plays them anymore. You ever notice that? It's just like they used to be on syndication.
I don't know why.
They used to be on syndication like all the time. And now they don't. So I haven't seen those in forever. So I'd like to do one of those. I couldn't tell you which one's good or which one's the best one because they all kind of blur together to me now because I don't really remember them. I just remember Critters in Space.
I love them all.
We should, man. We should watch the first one and just get it started.
Yeah. Remember the fucking Power of the Night, Streets are Burning? That's one of those movies where they made a song for the movie.
Oh, like Dream Warriors, Dawkins?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
And one of the fucking aliens, remember how the aliens can like look at a person and just take on their form?
No.
Oh.
I really don't.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I really don't.
Watch that movie.
But I always liked those people that made the songs for a horror movie. So we got like Dream Warriors for Dawkins, like I mentioned. You also got the Fat Boys. Freddy's dead. Freddie, I think Freddie was in that song. Freddie had a rap album.
Fastway.
Oh, yeah, Fastway was amazing. Yeah, Freddie had a rap album, right?
Did he?
He had an album.
Yeah, I think it was. I do remember the album. I don't remember any of the songs.
I think it was kind of like hip hop, like really trying to be like late 80s, 90s hip.
That sounds like something I would fucking have to own.
Watch it on YouTube. There's like a fucking video. It's ridiculous.
You see that?
Gilbert Gottfried, he's one of those guys that's looked the same age for the past 30 years.
He's awesome.
I do like Gilbert Gottfried. He doesn't, that's, the whole thing's a shtick, you know, he doesn't talk like that.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's funny.
He talks like this. They had him on the Howard Stern show, and Howard Stern was kind of exposing him. He's like, he knows Gilbert Gottfried. He's like, I've left him voicemails, and he's like, look, he called me this morning, and he played his voicemail on the air, and it's like, Oh yeah, hi Howard. This is Gilbert. He's fucking totally out of character, talking like a normal guy.
He did a voice for like one of the episodes of Beavis and Butthead where he was talking totally normal.
You know, that'd be really annoying to base your whole career on that voice, man. It's like you got to do it for the rest of your life. You know, even to the point where he gets probably his most iconic role is Iago in Aladdin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and once again, he's got to do that fucking annoying character voice. It's not him, it's the persona.
He was on an episode of Celebrity Wife Swap that was hilarious.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he played that character the whole time.
Oh, the annoying Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah.
What is he, man? Is he fucking half Japanese? What is he? But he's got a name like Gottfried.
Maybe Italian.
Is he Jewish?
Yeah.
Part Jewish?
I think so.
He's like the weirdest like mix ever. Like nobody looks like Gilbert Gottfried. He could be his own race. He should like wipe out the entire human race and then start over and build his race of Gottfrieds.
The Gottfrieds.
Yeah. What if like what if like they wiped out the planet and the only two people on the earth were Gilbert Gottfried and the kid who played Junior? Now obviously you can't procreate with two boys, but like what if evolution would take place and then we'd adapt like amphibians and like Junior would grow a vagina and then they had to procreate and then you have like this new breed of like ginger fucking Gottfried people. It'd be weird, man. Because amphibians do that, right? You know, that should be
a fucking sitcom.
A sitcom?
Yeah. This is great how he talks her into fucking
I know status.
Kid. She's kind of got the Marge Simpson going.
Why can't we adopt?
But Marge has a bigger boner than she does.
Excuse me?
She's got the Marge Simpson hairdo, but Marge's is bigger. I'm looking at the IMDb, and apparently there's a fucking extended version of this movie.
Never seen it? I don't think I've seen it.
I've never seen it, unless maybe it's, you know how sometimes when it plays on TV, there will be extra scenes in a movie. I've seen some of that. It says the normal runtime is 81 minutes, but the extended version is 93. I want to see it.
What's the difference? How much longer is it?
93 minutes to 81.
Huh.
But problems don't just go, Flo. You know? She looked fucking pissed to be there. And then we got to work on our timetables. And then as she looks down, she's like, man, I fucking hate this job. I hate these fucking kids. Dear bow-tied killer.
You got to edit out my snot rockets I was just blowing. Dear bow-tie killer.
I love that picture.
I did it for the kicks.
It's so cartoony.
This is the only
Smoke.
This is his only role outside of Seinfeld that's good. You know, that's memorable. Smoke, yeah.
Besides when he plays himself and like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah. I don't want to count that though. He tried to have a career after Seinfeld. He was in that movie with Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
What was it called again?
That's the only one I ever remember.
It was a legal term, right? It was kind of like a play on words of a law term because Jeff Daniels was a lawyer. It had Charlize Theron in like an early role.
Yeah.
Gosh, what was it called? And then he had the Michael Richards show. Dude, him being a tough guy in prison is about as realistic as Nash and Ernest Goes to Jail. Look at him having a pet.
Look at the guy next to him. The guy next to him can just fucking crush him, dude. He's got a Nazi symbol. I never noticed that. It's fading,
that
dude.
Means that means that Michael Richards is a Nazi. He throws this fucking weight up there, dude.
Now that fucking meltdown makes more sense.
What the heck, man?
I love that, dude. Hey, Warden, catch!
I want a book that big. Look at that ghetto ass Mac in the back, or whatever that is. Old computers, man. Floppy disk drives. Don't copy that floppy. Do you guys have to watch that in school?
No.
We had to watch. You've heard about it, right?
No.
It's got somewhat of an online reputation. You know, people will bring it up in threads and stuff, so it's known. But like, it was something we had to watch in school, and it was like an early video talking against piracy, right? And it was all about copying floppy disks and don't like trade and don't copy programs. And it had this black guy. He was kind of like a Yo Gabba Gabba type of guy. And he was kind of like doing this really, he was trying to like get in touch with kids and appeal to us. So he was doing like really gay ass hip hop, you know, like all those like educational videos would try and tap into that market. He's like, don't copy that floppy. Don't copy. And you'll see people, if you Google "don't copy that floppy," you'll come right up. Trust me.
I remember like back in like 6th grade, whenever we started working with computers or something, we had like a computer class. And the one thing, I don't remember anything that fucking happened in that class, which is funny because that's why I can't type word shit. I never pay attention. But like the first day in class, this kid, his name was oh fuck, I don't even remember, but he's like, what's the difference between a floppy disk and a hard disk? And he did it to be funny, and I remember I was the only one that was just like, yeah, I laughed just like fucking that, not even meaning to, and I got in trouble.
What? Yeah,
I didn't get in trouble. She just kind of like, don't do that. That's not funny.
I was about to say.
Yahoos. Yahoo!
Isn't it funny? Like he gets up in the morning and dresses himself like that. What kid does that? You know, like if anything, your mom would force you to dress like that on church, I guess, right? Whoa!
How could they not know he was fucking with him? I'm looking at IMDb trivia.
What year did this come out again?
1990.
Okay, so you know, Kramer had been on Seinfeld for a couple of years.
Kramer.
Michael Richards. Oh man, all the early 90s movies like this had to have a station wagon. I missed, dude. You know what? Their station wagons are officially becoming extinct, you know, because it was only a matter of time where all the old station wagons on the road would just blow out, right? And eventually they get phased out and nobody would have them anymore. So I haven't seen a station wagon, like a legit station wagon like that, in years. I mean, it was the last time I think I saw a station wagon like that. You know, it's been more than a decade. And I saw one the other day at the grocery store, and it was a straight up. It had that faux like wood paneling and shit, like Harry and the Henderson style. And it was beautiful. And some guy was driving it.
Oh, you ready for this to go full fucking circle with what we were talking about at the beginning of this?
What?
The role for Junior was originally meant for Macaulay Culkin.
Really? What? Wow.
Imagine that, dude. I think I like this kid better.
No, this kid needs to have this.
Yeah. Plus, he didn't grow up to be a fucking junkie or whatever the fuck Macaulay Culkin did.
But, you know...
Actually, I don't know. Maybe he did.
Yeah, we don't know. All these guys did. But, you know, it's not like... Home Alone came out in 1990 also, right? So, you know, he might not have done Home Alone.
Oh my God, they're retarded.
I can't believe he said such a non-PC thing.
They're retarded.
That's a crazy-ass room, man.
I hate clowns. Why does he hate clowns so much?
Dude, I wouldn't like that shit. My little brother liked clowns. It was weird. Why does this assume, man? You adopted the devil.
Oh my God, finally! I thought you were showing. We've adopted. What an idiot.
What an asshole.
He's saying it right out loud.
My dad talked to me like that, God.
Are you insane?
Ese? Don't you know I'm loco?
What's that from?
Zoolander.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was doing the old Cypress Hill thing, but...
Yeah.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Loco?
Ha! I was so scared! I love that. Let's hear it. Did I get the scene wrong? No.
Right here. Oh, little punk is lying.
Punk is lying. It's so funny.
He saw right through him, dude.
I know, man. A scumbag sees right through other scumbags. Look at that carpet. That's fucking ridiculous, man. Fake ass cat. Get rid of that kid. How they fix up that? At what point did they fix up that cat?
According to Dennis Dugan, the test screenings were disastrous, with 70% of the audience walking out.
Whoa. What? Did they make any adjustments to the movie after that, or is it like the version?
Yeah, the studio forced 2 weeks of reshoots.
Wow. 2 weeks for people walking out of it. 2 weeks was going to fix it.
Oh, the freaking girl's birthday party was one of the reshoots, so that wasn't even in there.
I love this. Death.
I always wanted to do one of these tests. I've never gotten the chance.
That guy reminds me of like JR from WWE, or like maybe even Jerry Lawler. Yeah. He looks like Jerry Lawler and JR mixed.
That looks like a fucking vagina.
Did he say death or blood? Blood.
I see blood.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No, that's what you see. I see a creature with a big feet.
5 miles an hour. God. This is just like Ernest Goes to Jail too.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
The music is kind of like reminiscent too. I always told the boy,
I'll tell your mother how much her son has improved.
The doctor says I won't have to wear these until after the surgery. Oh. This is funny. I remember like watching this on TV. This scene was cut out. It just shows fucking dudes' bodies.
Yeah, the look on his face.
It looks like they didn't get married until well after these two movies were made.
That's so weird, man. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even the second one?
Yep. Looks
like
they got married in 99. Dating then? Yeah, they must have met around this time.
What a weird magazine for a woman to have. Like, she really just flicks her bean to these. She's not doing a good job at hiding those either.
Fabio.
She likes those girly, man.
Universal originally wanted John Landis to direct this movie.
Wow, they were reaching.
You talked to that dude.
Yeah, I did.
Then they went to Joe Dante.
And who is he again?
He's the guy that directed like The Burbs and like
right.
Gremlins. Dante read the script and liked it, but he turned it down to do Gremlins 2.
Did he direct Gremlins 2?
Yeah.
I like Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Joe Dante is really hit and miss with me. A lot of times I think his movies are boring. Like fucking The Howling.
Yeah, though the Howling, man, I know people praise it for that transformation scene, but it goes on fucking forever. You know, you're familiar with it? Mm-hmm. It goes on forever and it never ends. And it just literally doesn't stop. It's like, okay, I get it. Get on with it. And there's like
the most entertaining scene of that movie is the end where they burn a hamburger.
I haven't seen it in forever, man. Don't even ask me about the damn sequels.
I've seen some of them. I always thought this was a fucking funny delivery from this kid. She goes, "He looks like the man that cremated Uncle Leo." Cremated. He's so big, I can't even fit him in my.
Oh God, you're fucking wrong, man.
Junior, you're so big.
She's got a haircut like the fucking mom in the Santa Claus. It's ugly. Or ice cream. She plays a good little bitch, though.
Yeah.
Oh, right? You fucking sicko.
But not in my because it's too big.
You're fucking... so fucking bad, man.
That's getting cut out, dude.
That's so fucking bad. And you can... you know what'd be funny?
That shit I say in Mac and Zach, though.
You know what's funny is if you actually cut out the joke and then people will get it, right? She'll say, if you know, it'd be good if you came and all of a sudden you cut it out and they're like, dude, that's so fucking wrong. I'm cutting that out. Wouldn't that be funny? I think it's funny.
They'll just guess what we said. They'll probably make it even fucking worse.
You just bleep it out. Like
a buck.
A buck? How do you mind your buck? You know, a buck in 1990 for a kid probably wasn't too
worth
bad.
More than it is now. Yeah.
But back in 1990, man, a buck, you could buy quite a bit of candy, right? You know, whatever a little kid likes. And if you wanted like a toy, you know, save it up for a few weeks. You could probably buy an action figure for a few bucks, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say shit about that. What a good father he is.
That's a pretty big bobolink. He's so fucking happy.
I love the bear gag. John Ritter doesn't fucking know. It's so stupid.
And it's the most ridiculous looking costume when he finally comes out.
Yeah, it's so stupid. And the fact that he can't tell a real fucking bear. You know?
Oh, you guys scared of the bear?
That's the worst camping trip ever, man. A bunch of kids singing that shitty campfire music. I like camping. I want to go camping.
Yeah.
Camping in Arizona is scary, man, because you got to worry about scorpions too. Fuck that.
Creepy.
Desert creatures, man.
Whoa! I thought a real bear was in here. You think he has his wife wear that when he fucks her?
That's ridiculous, man. Like Shining shit. You think he's a furry? Why does he own that costume? He already had it, man. He's a furry.
A furry?
Yeah.
Did he just show him a mirror? I never knew what they were looking at there.
Stupid. That's
great, Roy. Who the fuck sits there and actually sings that shit? Only in movies.
Pop goes Louisa.
It's bad to light forest fires.
They're porn.
That's such
like
fucking awesome acting.
It's like early 90s commercial acting or like porno acting. It's bad.
Let's give him the silent treatment. Oh, dude, that was a smooth fucking stream, man.
Dude, and like he put out a whole fucking fire with it.
That stream was smooth.
What if it was one of those streams where it was like a bursted pipe? You know, when you have to take a piss in the morning and you got a little bit of semen blockage? Like crusty old semen in your urethra.
And like shoots outside.
And it causes your piss to be like a bursted pipe and it goes out in one direction.
Yeah.
You ever had that?
Yep.
What if that happened with Junior and like part of it was going to somebody's face? And
it just went in his face, dude.
That's scary when that happens. Oh. That sounds like Gremlins music. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that looks like a costume. He hears it roaring, man. He hears it roaring. John Ritter deserves to get it.
It looks great, Roy. See, that bear's lucky. He got to meet John Ritter.
It's so fake there, though, when he wrestles with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's real. And it was clearly a stunt double for Ritter.
Right there. Right
Look
there.
at this.
Roy?
Look at this fucking shitty bear. It looks like something out of Chuck E. Cheese.
A bear wouldn't wrestling with
throw
him
like that. It would just maul you.
And he just leaves.
Yeah,
Fuck
what
this.
kind of bear is that? You fucking tosses somebody like a punk and then... To be fair, that fucking bear looks just like the bear it was cutting to.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean...
It was probably the same suit.
Probably. It'd be funny if he fell in the fire.
Why the fuck is he dancing?
How did the fire get lit again? You notice that?
Oh, yeah.
I never noticed that. But yeah, the fire lit again.
There was a deleted scene.
I love this. And he would think that's a real bear. I don't. Clearly, it's not a fucking bear.
Why do they cheer when they see it was their dad? He just beat the fuck out of our dad. Let's do his laugh.
But why would looking at him like he didn't do anything about that? I mean, I get it. He threw the steak, but.
It's funny that he's reading self-help books, and then later on he'll be reading The Exorcist. That was a nice touch. Dickhead. So this is one of the reshot scenes.
What do you mean? Like this? You mean talking about like from the one that got booed?
I guess this is one of the scenes that the studio made them add.
And just add it, yeah. I could see without this scene how the movie might be a little thin. I mean, it adds something to it.
It's weird because this is always like an iconic scene from the movie.
Yeah.
But I never fucking remember this scene whenever
I'm really? I always
quoting
remember
it. Yeah, when I'm quoting it and shit, I never really.
It adds to it. It's weird how. Why is Big Ben there? It's not his fucking grandkids' party. You know?
Yeah. These are my presents.
Dude, the thing is she's playing that part really well, man, because little girls can be bitches. Like, they're just selfish, stingy little spoiled bitches sometimes. Their little cliques.
He's not even a real kid. Fuck him. I tried, but he's too big.
So much bleeping. No, I think that's okay to leave in. That's not crossing it.
And you can't. I love her little pauses.
Runs out of breath. It's like, no one said you couldn't breathe while reading your lines, honey. Like, the mom's okay with that? Like, yeah. You know, it's like, yeah, well, she spoke. You can't watch it.
And
well, your whole room's clowns.
Guess I should have thought about that. You ever find it weird that he never mentions the prune in part 2?
Yeah, it's weird. That prune saved his life, man.
Actually, you know what? This makes sense now because they said that they made him reshoot, add this scene, and the fucking ending. So this probably wasn't even in the original script.
Well, then, so what? He just got fucking shot and died?
Apparently, the ending was just different. He probably didn't die. Just probably had a different.
Every movie has to have something like the prune. You know, it's the same thing with the jelly beans. You know, and it's got to come back around later to somehow wrap things up, and it's just, you know, when there's something like this that happens, when he gives him a random ass prune, you know that prune's going to come into play.
Yeah. Was that her that said that? I forgot.
Yeah, and he's got to throw
Thanks for reminding me.
Throw all our presents in the pool and shit.
This is a great montage too.
It is. Look at this little. I'm not going to say anything.
I always love like whenever the scene first starts, the way he's just walking and casually fucking pops the balloon for no reason.
Yeah, I like how this is supposed to be a party. Where's all the fucking people? Like, he's like walking around doing all shit and no one's around.
I guess she must just told him to fuck off and not let him do anything with him.
Why would that make her cry? Like, the kids would think it was funny. Like, oh, he's ruining everything.
They just point a camera at her and say, "Okay, sweetie, act like you're really sad."
This is awesome. He threw really high. That's a big ass frog, man.
This would fucking get him fucking really in trouble, dude. I would never dream of doing this shit when I was a kid.
You'd fuck up that little girl's world for a while. I stuck bubble gum in a girl's hair once.
Really?
I got in trouble.
They find out, yeah.
Yeah, I did it right there. I literally just turned around, and it was funny because I don't think she did anything to me. It was just a weird compulsion. We were all sitting against the hallway wall waiting to get called for our school buses as they pulled up. I think I was just chewing gum sitting next to her, and she turned her head, and I just felt like doing it. I threw it in her hair.
Did you not even think about how bad that would be?
No.
And then once you do it, you're just like, oh, fuck.
I was a little kid, man. I didn't think about the repercussions. So.
It's like whenever you're a kid and you fall asleep with gum in your mouth.
Never did that.
I did. My parents would always say, my parents would be like, don't fucking fall asleep with gum in your mouth. You'll end up with it in your hair probably. And I was just like,
how does that work?
Cares? And
how
then
do you
one
end
time,
up with your hair?
I don't know. I guess it just comes out of your mouth.
How about you end up choking on it?
That's
a little worse. Now, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. If you get like a piece of gum, like if it's just like a piece of gum, kind of a hardened piece of gum.
I always had a big, huge fucking wad of gum though. That was the best.
Was it a myth that it takes 7 years to digest gum? Is that just something like everybody told you to scare you from that?
I think it is a myth. I'm not sure.
How is that possible? Like everything else gets processed so fast, and gum. I mean, I get it. It's kind of
it's hard
sticky,
telling.
but I could chew certain bubble gum for way longer than I should, and it'll get all dissolving in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's just like the stomach acid and stuff.
See, this is slick what he did there. I really don't want to cause Mr. Ely any trouble.
I know, he's good.
What is this guy? Nice or something?
The whole buck. Well, he's got change for a 20.
That was the whole budget for the movie. They just put it on.
What's that fake screen on his computer? On his TV, I mean. He had like a fake monitor. There's like a picture on it. Have you ever noticed in martial arts movies when people are wearing ties and suits, like John Ritter is? You ever seen when they wear suits, like they're always wearing them really, really like 3 sizes too big? Because because they have to fight. Whenever there's fight scenes, there's always that asshole in the suit and tie, like the GQ guy. They're always like wearing ridiculously baggy suits. They're like fucking ridiculous because they can't fight in normal size stuff. It's just funny if you ever notice it. It just really looks stupid.
Smiley Pies. We're gonna eat Smiley Pies until we drop. Those things are fucking good too.
They're real?
They're not really called Smiley Pies, but I've had stuff like it. It's basically like a cupcake type of snack. That's not fucking suspicious at all, dude.
I'd be less suspicious to just walk like normal. Just walk out, cruise.
He does have a pretty fucking noticeable haircut, though. Which is oddly, like, in style these days.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's like the hipster thing. Everybody has to have that haircut with a big beard and look like they walked off out of a Men's Warehouse catalog.
This scene's awesome.
Yeah, this to me, this is the most memorable one. Him just hitting everybody with a baseball bat. It's pretty brutal.
We've adopted Satan.
Does Big Ben like sponsor everything? Is he like that town? I mean,
yeah, I guess.
Why is everybody so rude to Junior? It can't be because he's adopted. I think like they just fucking hate him because he's got red hair. Man, literally, like when I was in school, man, if you had red hair, you're weird. Because there was like the one kid that was there's a difference between red hair and red hair. Like that kid's a ginger,
Yeah.
How does it work when you have a ginger in your family? Like, is it, does the mother and the father both have to be gingers? Because it's not like an Irish thing, is it? It's like literally like some people come out ginger with a bunch of freckles and pale. It's almost like, isn't it almost like albino? Or it's like a condition?
I think if, I've heard that the only way to like, I'm pretty sure I don't fucking know.
Look, we're offending anybody with red hair out there. I'm sorry.
I don't fucking know.
It's weird. So it's like you think it's like a condition, kind of like the albino thing?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Because there's not like a whole race. I get it. Irish, people are kind of like pale, fair skinned, and they tend to have some red hair. But most Irish people are like anything else. They have dark hair, right? They're not all redheaded people. They just have the occasional redhead too. I grew up with a kid, I remember his name and, I'm not going to say his name here, but he was quote unquote as ginger as they come, man. The freckles, the rosy cheeks, the bright orange hair. That's the difference, man. Not red hair. It's orange hair. And, I used to go over to his house all the time just because he was like the only kid in the neighborhood that had a PlayStation. Because he had a PlayStation the year it came out, like 1995, like the second it dropped.
Yeah.
And, man, he had like Mortal Kombat Trilogy and he had all his games. I just went over there to, fucking play his shit. Dude, his parents weren't gingers. It was the weirdest thing. And his brother wasn't a ginger.
Yeah.
Should have got him in the throat. Look at that.
Who the fuck would call John Ritter a dork, dude? Fuck these kids.
Well, sweep the leg. Why is all this shit flying up in the air? Look, they're all dead.
Cartoony as possible.
They're almost laying on the ground. There's no.
That'd be funny if they actually put blood in this scene and shit.
Yeah, there should be like blood splatter.
I came. I was did I ever tell you about that fucking weird dude that wrote like a shitty fan fiction book that you can buy on Amazon about him having sex with Anita Sarkeesian?
Excuse me? Like it was a guy writing a fanfic about him having sex with her?
Yeah, it's some fucking guy on YouTube that I think he's like autistic or something. He's just like, if you watch
he'd
any
have
of
to
his
be
videos,
artistic. He wrote a book. I'm just kidding.
No, but like I read one of the like first all the chapters are just like a paragraph, and I remember like he was writing from the point of view of Anita Sarkeesian, and he's like, "Oh, I love it when Andrew fucks me. Oh, we fuck at least 25 times a day, and he picked me up and fucked my ass 5 minutes ago. I cummed." That's literally how the chapter is I cummed. I was like, I cummed.
You read this shit, man? Jeez.
Who the fuck has that bad a grammar to write I cummed? Fuck. So I decided I'm going to start saying that now instead of I came.
Was that pretty popular and it got, was it distributed on the internet pretty well?
You could get it on Amazon. It's called The Free Speech Stud Bangs Miss Anita Sarkeesian. And he's like famous for doing this shit. He has a bunch of books like The Free Speech Stud Bangs his favorite WWE diva. Shit like that.
That's so fun.
He's fucking weird.
Should have him on the podcast.
He's hilarious though. He's a funny. Aw, Junior's sad. It feels weird, dude. Now all the redheaded fans are gone. They're not listening anymore.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I'm joking.
It's whatever. I mean, Yasmin Bleeth is a redhead, and I just said she was hot. But there's a difference between like that and like, I get it, man. Like, she might be wearing a ton of makeup and foundation, and if she took off her makeup, she might have freckles everywhere,
I don't mind freckles.
I think they're gross. They're like contagious. No, I don't care.
They're gross.
What if somebody had like freckles like Goro? That's what it always reminds me of. Like Goro's shoulders and his back. He's got those spots everywhere. Like my dad always reminded me of Goro because he had all those like freckles all over his shoulders and his back. Like fucking Prince Goro. Like gross. Like, Mom, how do you sleep with him? Fucking gross.
Goro.
I want to do Mortal Kombat 2. Not Mortal Kombat 2. I mean Mortal Kombat TOO as well.
I'll do both.
Double feature.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do with them. We're going to love them.
We're going to love them.
What the hey? I could become president of the United States. Look at Godfrey back there.
He's like, oh, yeah, like he's literally hearing the national anthem. He's all serious. I love this.
You said you're going to keep me forever.
Keep me forever. This is what me and Riverman say all the time. That's the line I say all the time. And I love it. Forever.
Forever. He kind of sounds like he's auditioning for like a cartoon character.
Yeah, he sounds like Mickey Mouse.
It's really over the top. I love how he like kind of like congratulate. Look at you driving this. I'm so proud of you.
Look at that, man. Like, God, that's all I can afford is that Geo looking thing. Like a Ford Festiva. What is that? I would not feel safe driving little cars like that. It looks like a Ford Festiva. How about hit the brake? What's up? Oh, gosh.
How does he fucking survive that?
That's better, man. That's a better place to be than where he was.
You ever try to fucking like while you're on a country road driving with a friend? You ever try that?
Moto surf, dude. Moto surf.
Yeah.
No.
I tried it once and I just got fucking scared and said, "Stop!"
Oh, like you were just like John Ritter laying on it. That's
I was trying to fucking stand up on it.
Dude, that's scary, man. I would never do that. What was too fast? What was the mileage it hit where it's like, okay, this is scary?
Not fast at all.
Like 5 miles an hour?
Probably.
The Exorcist.
Hello. Dude, it's Marilyn Manson on the cover.
Hello.
The world spreads its legs. Yes. This is awesome.
I know, I love it. This is dark shit. Crib death, fucking. This is crazy.
Did you say 40 years?
That really is dark, man. He was going to kill his kid.
Never be put in a fucking family comedy these days.
Never. Why did the Bowtie Killer put so much stock into meeting this pen pal? Like literally, he put so much stock.
The JR.
They were gonna.
The JR I'm talking about is fucking crazy.
Like they were gonna be partners in crime. You know, like he could have been catfish, man. He could have been catfish for the first time ever before catfishing was real. Who he was catfished.
Yeah.
I drove 1,000 miles to fuck a little boy.
At least he gets to fuck Flo. That was worth it.
I don't think. Do you think he actually banged her? Think he got one in?
I don't know. He could have.
It could have been just like...
If he didn't take the advantage while he could, it's his fucking fault. Yeah, I remember seeing a version of the movie. Oh, wait, never mind. That's in the fucking version we're watching. I was thinking of another, like, one of those instances where it's, like, edited for TV. Like, I remember at the end, whenever she looks out of the suitcase and she sees the pig, like, in the movie, I think in this version, she sees his balls, but in, like, a TV version, she saw its, like, face or something like that. Yeah. I'll give you a hand.
Oh, it's not like she's, like, fucking hanging out or anything. He's, like, looking at her tits like there's...
He doesn't even fucking care.
They should have had him banging her in there. Like, and he's just sitting there.
I assume that's what happened. They just kind of fade out, don't
and
they?
he was just taking her on the counter.
We should have saw it. We should have saw Junior come in and jack off.
Dude, they had an over-the-range microwave, man. I didn't realize those were a thing, like, back then. Sorry, I noticed the really stupid shit in movies. How many years? Yeah, I guess they did fuck, didn't they? They probably did.
15. I said 40. Oh, dude, she just ride that fucking dick all night.
That Kramer dick. Okay, I guess they did fuck. You're right.
Lucky fuck. He just gets excited at this.
Well, Uncle Marty. It's funny, he doesn't give a shit about Flo. He cares about the kid he adopted 2 days ago or whatever. He didn't care about his wife.
He doesn't even give a shit about Junior at first till he sees the
picture. He liked me. The whole time he liked me.
All this time he actually liked me.
He could tell from a picture.
These are toys!
Toys.
These are toys.
Kid stuff.
That'd be funny if, as they were driving, they saw Jerry Seinfeld holding a big statue of a Native American, and he goes, "Hey, Jerry!" Remember that episode?
Yeah. Hey, ass man. You got that right.
We smoke peace pipe. Honeymoon. You called me your little cumwad.
It's not like he has a gun, man. How did he force her?
She was really easy to just fucking leave her husband.
Yeah, and I'm saying, how did he force her into that little suitcase? It's not like he had a gun. You'd think he would just fucking run away, or she'd run away. She doesn't give a shit about Junior. As soon as they got out of that car, you think... He's a good comical actor. He's really colorful. Man, he clearly did hate him. He gave him a juice noz.
He liked He was still a prick.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck him.
He wasn't loved enough, man. He has his reasons, like we all do. Yeah, the minivan is what killed the station wagon. As far as family cars.
Minivan killed the station wagon.
Doesn't even resemble the original song you're trying to parody at all.
I love this. Why don't you tell the voters what you really think about him? And he just fucking keeps talking as he leaves.
I know, it's ridiculous.
And then shows his ass. It's so awesome.
I played those people. I played that stinking city like a heart from hell. I didn't say that.
Amityville 2, The Possession.
Why would he ruin his father's business? That's really all it takes is one camera. Just flick the switch, They don't have to go live. There's no feed.
I like how she looked over as if she saw the actual box pop up next to her.
I love how he's staring right at the camera as if he knows it's recording.
And the camera's moving.
Look, he's looking at the fucking camera.
That'd be funny if he did like a poop shotgun whenever it showed his ass.
So wait, you're telling me you're telling me that he pulled down his bare ass in the store while it was open and did that? If he's willing to do that, I don't think he cares if it's on TV. I don't get it. Beck. He likes Beck.
I'll be waiting at the tiger cage. Oh, here he goes. Nice joke.
Dude, my dad would have fucking clocked him right in the face, like through the window. That's actually a badass station wagon.
Back here. So I wonder if this circus stuff was already shot too. Look, a fist.
Look, a feast. This movie really blows by. I can't believe it's already almost over.
Yeah. I've noticed that there's some movies that you just start and it's just not long enough to talk about everything you want to talk about with it,
This movie's an hour.
Think, man,
this movie's an hour and 20 minutes. That's crazy. Yeah. That's so short. And
I really want to see that extended version.
And it's got 5 minutes of credits, right? This movie literally runs for an hour and 15 minutes. That is nuts.
I remember seeing a version on TV where at the end, whenever it kind of fades out and it shows the end credit, I remember on TV, there's sometimes a version where Junior pops up and says, "That's all, folks."
No, I've never seen that.
Or something like that, like the Porky Pig thing. And that's not in the movie.
Yeah, I can't believe this movie's too short to be a feature, technically. I wonder why. So what was the reception like? I can't believe they made a sequel. Did it make its money? Did it make a...
Oh, yeah. I saw that it fucking did really good. Here, I'll look it up again.
And what the budget was. So why does he want the kid to come with him? Why doesn't he just give him back, He's got...
The budget was $10 million estimated, and the gross was $53,470,900.
Yes, that's good.
Just in the U.S.
Quintupled. Yeah, in 1990, $50 million is good. That's a lot of money. Why do you care about having the kid back? Why do you care about the kid coming with him? I don't understand why he didn't give him back.
He decided he was the fucking Junior he was talking to. Maybe he just wanted to pull another one and get more money.
He's probably secretly a pedophile.
We're going to eat Smiley Pies till we drop. I need to get that for the soundboard.
It's like a midget Wayne Newton. Like the bearded lady. Go on, your little kumquat. Get away from me. Is that to imply that gosh. This is kind of like the whole Sinbad Turbo Man thing.
Yeah.
Chasing him up, all his crazy stuff. For the backpack, right? The money and the Turbo Man. Huh.
Oh, you know what? I was listening to the fucking Jingle All the Way commentary again, and I can't believe I made a point to fucking bring up the controversy. Did you ever hear about that?
No. Go ahead and tell it now.
Jingle All the Way.
What's up?
I guess a guy submitted a script, kind of poking fun at the Tickle Me Elmo thing about a dad trying to get a toy and shit, and they told him they didn't like it, and then a couple years later that movie came out. And then they took him to court, and I guess like just recently they fucking sided with the dude and gave him money.
Like all these years later, shouldn't the judges be like, "Look, nobody likes Jingle All the Way. It's not. This is not worth pursuing. It's not." How would it? It wasn't. There's no way it was making fun of the Tickle Me Elmo craze. Because Tickle Me Elmo was the hot toy of Christmas '96, and that movie came out holiday season '96. They were filming that shit already. It was already filmed.
Maybe it was before Tickle Me Elmo.
It was probably like Cabbage Patch Kids and stuff. That was huge.
Yeah.
The same, there's always something. But the thing is like they can't. How did he win because copyright. They could have stolen his idea completely and just changed enough, right? They could have stole the plot, and just changed around dialogue and just changed the dialogue. And it would have been fine. Like the judge has to deem it like so much percentage different. The way the judge has to see it. The judge has to see that it's got so much of a percentile uniqueness to it for it to be cool, but I don't know.
Oh, dude, check this out. Chevy Chase, Kurt Russell, Richard Dreyfuss, Dan Aykroyd, and Rick Moranis were all considered for the role of Little Ben Healy.
I could see Chevy Chase in this kind of role. It's like a man of the house.
Fucking Rick Moranis, too.
It's like man of the house, though, man. He did this role. Man of the house. Chevy Chase.
A group named In Defense of Animals organized protests against the poster of the movie that showed a cat in a dryer. They also complained about a scene in which a cat's legs are hurt by Junior.
Fucking PETA, man.
Was it PETA?
So they're okay when people get killed in fictional movies? Is that what they're saying?
The prunes had it. No, I'm fine, doctor. You got me the prune. I call him doctor. God, that went by so quick.
It's
over, and it's only an hour and 15 minutes in.
No, it literally is.
I really want to get that extended cut. I never realized
how short this was. The part 2 has to be longer.
Mm-hmm.
How dramatic.
Fuck this bow tie.
Forrest Gump moment. Like it's hanging on a string. Come on.
Yes, it said that the toy he got that off of was a little My Buddy, I think it said in the trivia.
Uh-huh.
And the actual toy never came with a bow tie. Noises.
Okay.
I think it's yogurt or something. Look at
that. That was a set, man. That I can't. Can't believe. So Peter Jurassic's Junior then, right? No, who's Peter Jurassic? It said featuring Peter Jurassic.
I don't know.
Michael Oliver, that's right. Amy Yasbeck. Sorry, I kept saying Amy Yasbeck. Michael Richards. Roy. Who is Roy? That's Peter Jurassic.
Oh, his buddy, the other dad.
Why did he get a feature credit? Who the fuck is he?
I don't know. Was he from a TV show or something? He might have been on a TV show or something.
That's weird. Sean Shimoda. Al Trejo. I like part 2 better with the Bryan Adams song.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen it already, anybody that's following the channel, Riverman and I, we did video reviews of both the Problem Child movies like a long ass time ago. Like they're real old school. It's just sitting in front of a TV is stupid. I like those though, man. Those are funny. You should go check them out. Only the strong survive. Yeah, it's a good movie, man. I really, really, really have never realized how short it was until I sat down and watched it with you and was actually like clocking it. This is insane. How does that? The only movies that kind of get away with that are animated movies. Have you ever noticed that? Animated movies will very often be like, hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. Isn't it kind of funny how you'll have to pay extra usually for like a double album, but you pay the same ticket price for a movie like this as you would Titanic. That's 3 hours and a half. Isn't that funny? Crazy. And it's funny how they don't charge more for movies like that, even though it's technically taking up more real estate. They can only play Titanic so many times in a day, technically. Do
you remember Titanic? I remember that was a fucking spank bank.
Oh, because
fucking staple.
Kate Winslet.
The end of tape 1. It was so easy to find if you had a boner and something you need something.
Wait, where does the end of tape 1 end when they're having sex?
No, with that scene where he draws her.
That's the end of tape 1.
Yeah,
that was so messed up, man. When you had like multiple VHS tapes and you had to sit there and change the tape.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's so weird how much work we had to put into stuff. And I think
it's like laser discs.
I never had a laser disc player, but I heard the really nice ones would flip the disc for you.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how they did that.
Your teacher's calling you a problem child.
That'd be annoying, man. I remember when DVDs first came out, how amazing. And when DVDs first hit, they didn't have special features, right? The special features was like the trailer. And that was a like special feature. Or like it would literally be listed, the first run of DVDs that came out, the special feature was literally jump to a scene. Remember that? It'd say like special feature, jump to a scene. And like cast filmographies. And you like go through it and see the other movies they've been in, like, wow, this is so cool. And
okay, I'm on IMDb, I'm looking at alternate versions.
Yeah.
And it says all the fucking stuff is added in the TV version, so apparently there isn't a fucking extended cut.
I'd have to see it. I've seen the TV version.
Here's the one I was thinking of, 1991 video version. At the end, it had Junior pop up and remind everybody to watch him in Problem Child 2.
What now? Say that again?
In a video version of the movie at the end, it had him pop up. Remember how I said he does folks? He also said, make sure you watch Problem Child 2 next year or something like that.
They must have, I don't know. They were really confident. I guess they never put it in the movie. It's always embarrassing.
Oh, no. If it's on the video version, it's probably after they already got greenlit.
It's always embarrassing when films assume they're going to be received well and generate a sequel. It always reminds me of the Street Fighter movie.
Oh, fucking Munchie 2. At the end of it said Munchie will return, and Munchie 3, Munchie hangs 10. Never happened.
Munchie 3, Munchie hangs 10. Did it really say that?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to make good on that promise. Funny. All these years later, nobody remembers Munchie. But they do the same shit on Street Fighter where they have like the scene after the first set of credits. You watch them, and they got M. Bison in the rubble, and he comes back alive and whatever. It's like, oh, sequel. No, the movie sucked, right? But no, so this it rules. It's kind of cool how it's so short. I don't mind these like real short, rapid fire. You don't have to commit to them. Really easy to watch. Flows real well. Most likely we'll be doing Problem Child Part 2 next, I'd assume. But
we need to get Riverman on that one too.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Riverman's got a baby. Riverman's doing the dad thing. He's
got his own little problem child.
He should have named it Junior. But yeah, so most likely we'll do the second one next. Let us know if you guys approve. I don't give a shit if you don't or not, but let us know if you guys have any input as far as like any other films. Movies that kind of remind me of this whole era is stuff like Harry and the Hendersons, the first Beethoven movie, stuff like that. All those old Universal movies, basically, from the early 90s. Yeah. Which I'd be down for any of those. But yeah, let us know what you guys think of it. As usual, subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to the iTunes, share with your friends if you dig it. If you have another friend out there that actually likes film commentaries, I know they're kind of niche, but they're so much fun. I don't really care. But I like to think these are more than film commentaries. They're almost as... I think they're just as good as podcasts sometimes. We talk about all kinds of stuff, and we kind of use the movie as more of a launch pad to talk about all kinds of other stuff. What movie were we doing? Goodness gracious. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's really all you can do whenever you're just a fan of the movie rather than someone that worked on it.
Yeah, but that's totally fine. I mean, like I said, we were doing, gosh, I don't remember which movie it was. And then we were talking about my diarrhea stories.
We were doing Home Alone. It hasn't been released yet. It's going to take a while to edit that one.
That one's fucked up. But I'm just saying, like, we've had some golden moments in some of these commentaries. But yeah, like I said, subscribe, YouTube, leave feedback, iTunes, Facebooks, Twitters, all that stuff. And go to the website, btmreview.com. And, we have a little contact section on there. If you want to reach out, it'll go right to me. If you want to give me hate mail, if you want to give me love mail, if you want to submit to write for the website or, whatever. I'm always down for assistance with that stuff. But anyway, we will catch you guys next time. Hopefully we weren't too disappointing. And have a good night and a better tomorrow. And don't forget to eat Smiley Pies until you drop.
Gracias.
All right.